In example 1, we want to be able to find the value of the F distribution that has alpha equals 0.05 area to the right with 10 degrees of freedom in the numerator and 15 degrees of freedom in the denominator. So when I draw this graph, here is my graph. And we can see that we're going to have a skewed right graph. And so what we have is we have an F distribution where we have alpha, and then we have the degrees of freedom in the numerator, which is 10, and the degrees of freedom in the denominator, which is 15. So technically what we're looking for is we're going to be looking for F, which has an alpha of 0.05. Degrees of freedom in the numerator is 10. Degrees of freedom in the denominator is 15. And so then we can say that the area here is to the area to the right of that. And we want to determine, okay, what is that value that we're looking for? Okay, so what we need to do is we need to look at the degrees of freedom in the numerator, which is 10. So let's take a look at that. So we have our degrees of freedom in our numerator, which is 10. So there's 10. And then we can just go ahead and scroll all the way down for column 10. And then we have the degrees of freedom in the denominator, which is 15, and it has an area of 0.05. So let's go to 15 and we'll look at 0.05, and then we're going to go all the way across. And then we should end up with a critical value of 2.54. So therefore our critical value right here is going to be 2.54. And therefore our answer is 2.54 for our critical value. So there's our result.